Well, I guess I should have started this update video earlier, but I'm in a rush. Got to get this done in in about an hour and a half, because I'm going to be leaving for quadding at 5 in the morning. Taking off my twist throttle, going to the old style thumb throttle. That's the old handlebars there. As for my exhaust tip, I don't know yet. I'm going to cut this down. It does have the 90 here, or not 90, but that bend, so I'm going to cut it. Or I'm thinking instead of cutting it, I might get away with pushing this right in there if I open it up, and it actually might line up fine with the port. And just so it kind of hangs down a bit to stop the rain from getting in it, because if you look in it, there's water in there. So, yep. So I don't know if I'll be welding that up. If I do, ooh, I have no idea. Going back to the old style thumb throttle right here. Throwing that back on. Throwing on a set of new grips and some new handlebar levers. So, and my wire. So, yeah, bit of a rush. The reason why I'm throwing back on the thumb throttle is because I hate the twist throttle on a quad. I thought I'd like it, but my buddy likes it. He loves it, but nope. If I'm changing the bars, I'm getting rid of it. Okay, so I decided while I'm at it, might as well pull off the gas tank, do a valve adjustment on it. And, of course, I got to run the new throttle cable. And it's going to be tight on this brake cable here, brake line. So I'm just going to see if I could get away with moving this up a little bit. I don't think I'm going to, so might have to keep this temporary, have to keep this aiming down a little bit more. Maybe if I move it back over here, back like that, it won't be as bad. So, but I think I'll hit right here, so I don't know. Have to see. Might have to get a little bit longer of a line, which I actually might have in that junk pile there. Okay, so actually on the valves, that one's in spec, that one's in spec, that one's in spec, and this one's actually tight. None of them are loose. But I did have a stripped bolt in the head there, which could have been what was bouncing up and down. That kind of made it sound a little bit, loud. Kind of hard to say. Again, when I brought this into the machine shop, the cylinder there were meant to check all the threads, give it a full cleaning and stuff, and they didn't. So I didn't realize it had 3 stripped bolts, only the little guys here on that side, until I had the head already on. So that kind of sucked. And at that point, I didn't want to buy another head gasket. I didn't want to buy another base gasket or anything. So I decided just let it go. And it is seeping a little bit, but nothing to worry about there. But it is causing it to seep down at the bottom there, because they are the long ones that go all the way down. And again, that's on the timing chain side. And on an air-cooled engine, it doesn't really matter, because the main head bolts, which are all perfectly fine. So, and I am actually tempted to pop off the entire valve cover and check those ones, but I'm sure they're good. They were torqued proper, so I got to adjust the chain still, change my throttle cable. And as for that brake hose, I might just have to keep an eye on it, and don't really know yet, so might just put the brake on a little bit of an angle temporary until I can figure out something else with that. And completely swamp out here. Do what I had to do last year. Don't splash me. Oop. Don't splash me. You got the house. Shh. Just one hand. That one got me. That looks like a quite deep. Yeah, that is over the board. And the reason why I'm going in here is I need a valve cover cap. I decided I might as well change the valve cover cap, because one of them's kind of, it's not stripped, but it has a hairline crack in it. Got some carbon fiber hood back there. I got some Nerfs, which I might be putting on today because my buddy really wants them because he doesn't want to kill his legs. So, some old head gaskets. Now, where would they be? Going to guess at the very bottom. Some blown out factory shocks, which are very greasy. You can see clearly blown out. This is all the spare parts from the spare parts motor that I pulled apart. I'm going to hope I got a valve cover cap in here, because I don't want to put on one that is no good. If I don't have one here, I know inside I'll have some. Always handy having spare parts. You never know when you're going to need them. Okay, those caps are going to be inside. You know, I should have went to check in the workshop inside first. Holy, haven't done any work down here in freaking years. And there's the LT500. The motor parts are in that tote there. And some of it's in the garage. Some of it's at somewhere else. And parts are freaking everywhere. The old oil pump from the 400Ex. I did buy a brand new one. There's the old timing chain tensioners. I did buy those brand new. And it looks like I'm shit all luck for valve cover caps. Damn it. And anyone that's new to my channel, right there is the 400Ex piston from the old cylinder. Yes, it blew. It blew hard. Stupid me went downstairs, searched. Carbon fiber hood, anyone? Nah, I'm not going to use that. Almost fits. There's what I'm looking for. One of those freaking caps. I almost had to... I was thinking in my head, did I sell it? Trying to think, did I sell it? That cylinder is the one with the broken skirt. I'm not going to pull it out, but the whole skirt's broken. Can I screws in this sucker? What is it stuck on there? What the frick? Dowel pin's holding it. There we go. That's all I need. Just need one of them. I'll show you when I get in there why. It's a good spare head for when my buddy blows it up. Someone siliconed the crap out of that one, so. I was going to install those Nerfs today, but no time. Well, it's 2:30 in the morning. Buddy Adam here is meant to be awake, but of course he's sleeping in. And he wanted to leave at 2 in the morning, so, And of course I'm at his house and he's sleeping in. And won't answer his phone. Well, it's 2:50. He finally woke up. I sent him exactly 80 text messages, called him about 15 times, and he finally picked up. Well, on a text message. It finally woke him up. So he's on his way out in a few minutes, he said. What? We're just coming to pick up the quad at 3 in the morning, and you guys are still in here, hotboxing the garage. Yeah, whatever. Me and my buddy Adam here. Well, continue. Oh, it's there. Oh, no. Oh, slippery as hell here. Yeah, it's a solid ice, man. Oh, I'm going to take out my other. I'm going to actually videotape what we came in through. Ooh, yeah, slippery as hell here. Got my flashlight on my pocket. Yeah, we came in on not this trail here, but that trail right there, and I couldn't see if I was sinking in. All you know is it felt a little slushy, and it's solid ice. So, holy. Just have the quad on there. Just going to stop, have a little pipe, and basically then just wait additional 2 hours, an hour or so, until it gets light out. So yeah, we're not going to continue down there. It's too rough. This is where I stopped, and this here is a little bit mucky here. Yeah, it's just a bit mucky. Can't really see there. Maybe that's better. Trail 31 up ahead. This we're in between the 29 and the 26. So, holy shit, buddy, you're all like
nice.
Yeah, you're all camouflage. I just went and bought that all for him from Wally Mart. 75% off. Got him a jacket, got him some slush pants.
Helping out the poor.
Yeah, we match. We match.
I can go hide in the bush now.
Yeah. Go hide in the bush.
This is warm.
Yeah, it's warm. Here it is a little bit of snow still. It is raining on us right now, but it's not that bad, so. Well, we're officially in the middle of butt fuck nowhere, pretty much. So, just gotta decide what we want to do now. A little bit of moisture and water in that sucker, eh? Anyway, we're in Marchand. We stopped originally in Richer, and it's going to be light out in about half an hour, about 45 minutes. It's kind of raining, snowing, can't really see it, but that's just more or less rain. We're letting that warm up. He's going to jump on the quad for a while. Might head out to the warm-up shack. As for the truck, it did great. And some of those trails were pretty bad coming in because there's pretty loose sand here. But we'll see what happens once she warms up. Well, we're at the little warm-up shack here. Camera won't focus. Still pitch black outside. Oh, my poor bag. You think you got a little muddy? Holy. Yeah, we're going to make a little bit of a fire. My jacket's pretty soaked. Pretty soaked. My legs are just as bad. My boots, just as bad. So, well, let's get a fire going. Well, she's done. Flat tire right in the sidewall. That tire is done. And we barely got to even do any riding today. Oh man, that sucked. This tire's toast. Dry rot. Look at that. Focus. Yeah, ripped the knobby off her. Yeah, this tire here, you can see dry rot. Almost every corner has it. I knew when I had this quad that these tires were toast. You can see right there starting to rip off. But that's what did her. Kind of sad. Still a little bit of tread in there, so I might keep those tires for maybe a lawn tractor or something in the future. Maybe, with a tube in them, a little bit of rubber cement, they'd probably be good. Well, decided I'm going to order some 20 by 11 by 9 Razor 2s for the back. Not the cheapest tires. Those are kind of some of the most expensive tires actually I could put on her. And the front ones, I'm going to leave them for now. I just looked it over. It needs a tie rod end on one side, ball joint. Swing arm bushings are kind of, yeah. And the rear, need to get some carrier bearings. Not sure if you can see that or not, but there you go. They pretty much had it. When I jacked it up last night to bring it out for a ride, jacked it up and actually loosened it to tighten the chain, and a whole bunch of water came out of the carrier. So yeah, I'm going to look at it getting maybe a set of dual roll drop-in assembly for it. I'm not too sure. Also, the splines on the splines are pretty well almost gone on the back disc brake, but I'll probably toss it back on the way it is. I barely use the back brakes. I know my buddy uses them, but he can live with that. Still got to look into either building or buying an exhaust tip. Holy crap, smoking here. I'm tempted just to take this guy here, which is what I use for the Polaris Sportsman 500, and I'm tempted to cut that down so it only hangs out about up to here and just use this as an exhaust tip. It's pretty well, you can see it would not take much at all to make it fit in there, so I'm thinking I could trim it so it either shoots it down on a bit of an angle. I'm not too sure yet. I don't want it directly straight out or anything like that. I'm going to cut this in half, and it'll probably be on a little bit of a downward angle to keep the rain out of it, because it was actually pretty well full of water. That's not good. Seat cover wise, I'm probably going to order a seat cover for it. really, if I do the swing arm bushings, the axle bushings, the new tires, the seat cover, and a few other little things like a kill switch, I'm going to have to put about $1,000 into her. So I was kind of tempted to sell it, but I might fix it up and use it for another year or two. Even though I'm not the one that ever uses it, just my buddies. Okay, so I'm just in the shop here, looking at tires, and I was going to get some Razor 2s for it, but at the price of $360 for a set of 2. And I just started looking at these guys right here, if I focus them. Those tires there almost look identical. And the front tires look like the Razor, I should say not the Razor 2s, they look the same as the Razor 1s, I guess, or standard Razor tires. So that's what I was going to run on this 400EX, but just decided, hell, I'll just buy some cheapy Chinese ones. Even though they're not Chinese, they actually have a pretty decent review on them. So I just made an order. Should have them within maybe 5 days or so. They're coming from, I think it was Ontario. I don't remember. Yeah. So yeah, got those on order. Maybe I'll make some kind of review video when I get them. Don't know how good they're going to be yet, but you can see there the tread. What I'm looking for is a sidewall tread. And it seems to be not too bad, so I went down a size on the rear, 20 by 11 by 9, but that's what my buddy Adam was saying, that he doesn't like the big tires. So I'm going to order a skid plate for it. My rear carrier bearings are kind of worn out on it, so I'll spend $40. I was going to order a double roll set of them, but yeah. Okay, so this side, the lower control arm bushings are shot, and on this side, the upper control arm bushings are shot. Wheel bearings seem to be good on both sides. I actually thought they were bad. And there's some miscellaneous water dripping out of, probably the, actually it might have just been in here. Arm bearings, linkage bearings, that all seems to be tight. Can't say the same about the carrier bearings. Not sure if that's showing up. My whole hand's kind of moving when I do it. This side's real bad. Which, of course, this is all worn out too, so the splines inside, chances already got rusty. Yeah. I also got to change one of these bolts here. And this, actually 2 of them I got to change. So, those are easy to find, thank God. I'm going to be doing a skid plate on it. Chain did tighten up nicely, but the sprocket is on its way out. So I might be ordering a chain and sprocket too. They're fairly cheap, about $150 maybe. And other than that, seems to be actually pretty solid. So the main thing is the carrier bearings, I want to do that. I might go for the double roll bearings, the whole drop-in assembly. That's about $120, $140. So, and if I just put in standard bearings, that's about $50. Might be a little bit cheaper, but I'm just kind of estimating it. So, don't know what I want to do yet. Doesn't this sound good? Yeah, that's more or less the brakes grabbing here, but I knew this had to be done almost since I got the quad, so just took a little bit of time. Kind of too lazy to change it, more or less.